Hey, what's going on, Xceeded FX family? It's Sunday, August 25th, 2024. I hope everyone's been well. So I haven't been doing too much trading the past 2 weeks. We're in the month of August, and typically August we have a lot of choppiness, and that's actually what I want to discuss in this video today. So I'm sure you're all aware, and if you're not aware, there's quarters to trading, right? So there's 4 quarters. There's first quarter, second, third, and fourth. And actually, I have this up here to show and share with you, like the best times to trade, and sometimes you want to take a break and back test, study, and prepare for the upcoming quarter. All right, so best months to trade. Now it says Forex because I've been a Forex trader for the past 8 years. And I've recently transitioned to futures as well. But however, Forex is still dear to my heart. A lot of my collateral and content is from my Forex days, which still applies to futures, options, stocks, whatever the case may be. Because this is all based off of price action and seasonal tendencies, which we're going to get into. All right, so best months to trade. So as you can see here, winter to spring, January is blocked out red, right? We're just getting started to the year. There's typically low liquidity around January. So February, so like let's say like the second or third week of January, more so the third week up until May, it's good to trade. We have good price action. There's liquidity in the markets. The money's flowing. All right, so the summer months are typically the worst months to trade. Why? A lot of investors on vacation, schools out, families aren't spending too much money because they're enjoying the summertime. So they're not necessarily in stores spending money. They're at the beaches, just enjoying life, right? So the summertime, we tend to get more so consolidation in the markets where prices just moving up and down, it's stagnant, moving left and right. August is actually sometimes, I won't say sometimes, well, I'll say sometimes, right? Nothing's set in stone, but majority of the times, August is like the worst month to trade. Now, have I been profitable in the month of August? Absolutely. Last year was a very, very profitable month for me in August. However, I don't always go with larger lot sizes or more contracts because I want to be selective and protect my capital, especially in the month of August. And actually, the past 2 weeks of August, we have been pretty choppy, which I'm gonna dive into. So then we have autumn coming up or fall, which is honestly like the best time to trade. September through like the second week of December, the markets are going to be booming. October, straight liquidity. Like the market is going to be up and down, explosive moves, which is what we want. We want to catch these moves and get out of the way. So hopefully this makes sense to everyone. I'm going to show a couple of examples. I'm very excited what's ahead of us. I'm actually going to share a chart with you as well, what I'm anticipating to happen. As you notice, I didn't say predict. We're not able to predict the market. However, we are able to read price action and understand how markets reacted in certain areas of price, which I will get into. Before I jump to the chart, I want to share this right here. So this is the dollar index. If you're on TradingView, it's considered the DXY. Well, just this is DXY wherever you're looking at, not just TradingView. But on TradingView, it's the DXY chart that you will pull up. These are the seasonal tendencies for the US dollar for 1985 to 2017, like so 33-year span. And the dotted blue line is like the 5-year pattern or the most recent years, the latter years that we're in now. The 15-year pattern is the red dotted line, and then the 33-year pattern is the dark black line. So if you notice, so I focus more so on the 5-year pattern. If you notice, September, October, we started to get some nice bullishness. So we dig out of the hole. If you noticed, the DXY, we've been bearish for a few months now. The dollar's been sinking. and everyone's anticipating, okay, hey, when is the dollar going to turn around? Well, just based off seasonal tendencies, if you understand that, if you notice even the 33-year pattern, so the 33-year pattern, the 15 and the 5, they're bearish in the months of August and July. Excuse me. Again, this is not set in stone like you want to jump to your charts in August, you just want to start hitting sell, or in July, you want to start hitting sell. However, price, you have to look left to get right. I'm a firm believer in that. And by looking left, is just looking at previous price action and understanding what it does. So if we look for September and October, we're starting to dig out of that hole. All right, so now that I've shared this with you, we're going to jump to trading view. So what I've done is I've actually highlighted the past few years, these pink boxes, what price is typically doing in the month of September. I went all the way back to, I believe, 2017. I skipped 2020 because that was COVID. We all know what happened then. But if you notice right here on this first box, again, I'm on the daily time frame, and this is the DXY, so the US dollar index, which you want to utilize to view this on your own time. So I started the box like the 1st of September. So September, and this is up until October 30th. So basically 2 months. But as you can see in 2017, for 2 months, we were bullish. All right. So that's a good sign. All right. 2018. Here we go. Again, started at the beginning of September up until I actually went to November on this one. We're bullish. So for 2.5 months, it was bullishness on the dollar. Again, I'm just referencing this right here, seasonal tendencies. Price, I'm not able to repeat this enough. Price repeats itself. Any trader or someone who's been doing this for a while will tell you that price will repeat itself. All right, so that's 2 years. All right, so here's 2019. Now, 2019 was a wild time. Why? Because that's when we first started, hearing the cases of COVID, and then 2020 when they officially closed down the world, right, in March. But this is September, same concept. Price is real choppy here. It's been consolidating for months, but even in the month of September, still price went to the upside. So that's something to pay attention to. So for the past those 3 years, price went to the upside. Again, I skipped 2020. So I'm going to go to 2021. All right. 2021, September, beginning of September. What do you know? Price is going to the upside. Now, this is from September up until February, January. Well, yeah, February 1st, bullishness to the upside. So this was just a continuation because the DXY was going to the upside, but I was primarily focusing on what started in September. So that's another win for us. All right, so that's 2021. All right, 2022. 2022, beginning of September. What do you know? We have bullishness to the upside. All right, so it's not a coincidence. All right, and then that was so now it's 2023. Again, beginning of September, bullishness to the upside into October. All right, so here comes the exciting stuff. I'm on a daily time frame. So I've just shown you how I anticipate price when I'm looking at my charts. And it gives me a bias or an alert in so many ways to say to be prepared for a potential move. And I'm always going to say potential because the market is going to do what the market wants to do. However, if we listen to the market and observe the market and let the market show us its hand, which it will do, it helps us stay profitable. Now, the DXY has been falling since, let's say, June, right? June 28th, because it sold off in April. All it did is retest this zone, right? So this is, if you want, I know there's some supply and demand traders out there, but this is a supply zone, right? So price came back and retested. I'm a there's certain patterns I love to trade in the market. Double top is one of them. If we look at this, we switch it to the line chart. Simple enough. There's an M here. It's a huge M, right? And I'll show you. There is an M. And of course, that second leg is the one we want to anticipate the nice move on, which it was, right? So this happened from June until August, the end of August, current day. We've been bearish on the dollar. All right, so that's something we want to focus on. With that being said, we just approached a nice demand zone on a DXY off the daily. So if we look, again, you have to look left to get right. So I'm going to focus on this green box I have here. This was from December 2023, right? So we've been able to, price has been able to basically leave this zone, travel for over a year. Well, coming up on a year. It's not a year yet. Coming up on a full year, but ironically enough, we're back in this demand zone. That's a great sign. So am I saying just because we're now in this demand zone that, hey, price is going to shoot to the upside? I'm definitely not. However, I'm going to be paying close attention to candlestick patterns over the course of the next week or so, because if I see some nice, strong, bullish moves coming out of this zone, I'm going to be very confident that we're going to start beginning of an uptrend. And if that is the case, we can look at it like this. Again, it can be two different scenarios. What I'm looking for. First, I'm going to switch back to the line chart. So if I'm looking at this from a macro perspective, like the higher time frame, the big picture, I could do, whoops, down, up, down, up, right? So it could be a nice potential move coming to the upside based off of where price is at, sitting in this demand zone. Now, am I saying that price will just take off from here and not look back? Absolutely not, especially with the elections coming up in a few months. So this could be one potential move, or another move that we could potentially get. I'm going to switch my colors on my box here. I'm going to do, let's say, another demand zone, and then we'll leave this one pink. What could happen is, and I'm going to erase this because we no longer need that. Again, I'm still going to be focused on this area because this is a strong demand zone, right? Price took off from here for months, and it's just now making its way back. With that being said, again, I'm going to be looking for a change of character, something that's going to show me that price wants to go to the upside. And also, we could get another retest in this demand zone. So what could potentially happen is price can come up, come back down, and retest the same demand zone, and then take off. Either way, I have my eyes open. I'm going to be paying attention to what the market is doing, and I'm excited for what's to come. Hopefully this video was helpful. Again, please like and subscribe to my video. Today we covered seasonal tendencies and what I'm expecting from the dollar in the near future. So let's sit back and see what happens. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. You all stay blessed.